You have a number of red and black playing cards, and the spectator is going to make all of the choices and separate red from black and black from red. Not only that, but at the end, you're going to show that you've known exactly each and every move that the spectator will make. This is In to My Young. Let's see how it looks. Some things just can't be explained, like for example, the human connection with the paranormal. I believe honestly that all of us share a bit of this paranormal ability inside of us, and I'll prove it to you. We got here a bunch of red and black playing cards. You can see they're all shuffled 1, 1, 1, 1. Because in a moment I'm gonna want you to try and guess which one is black and which one is red. Like for example, we take these two, which one do you think is red? And the spectator can choose any one. Let's say they choose the one on the bottom, we place it down, and then this one that we didn't choose, we're just gonna place over here. And which one do you think is black from here? So let's say they go with the top one, we place it down, and this one over here. And we keep going like this. Which one do you think is red? Let's say they choose this one. Which one do you think is black? Let's say they choose this one. Which one do you think is red? Let's say they go with this one. And which one do you think is black? And they go with this one. Again, a completely free choice every time, only to be revealed that over here where they said red, we truly have only red cards. Over here where they said black, we truly have only black cards. And over here, all of these cards, which are a complete jumble of black and red playing cards, we all have predicted this moment. As a magician as well, we knew that the spectator would make each one of these choices, and how? We know exactly that over here we have 42. If we add all of these playing cards, we have 42. Look at this. 3 and 7, that's 10, 15, 24, 34, and with 8, that's 42. And you can have this number written anywhere you want. Every time it's going to be 42. As you can see, the effect looks amazing. It's an out of this world done with just a number of playing cards. The spectator makes all of the choices, just like in a normal out of this world. And then at the end, we predict all of the things that they've done by revealing that the number of the playing cards, which we add at the end, they all tally up to 42. Now, it's always going to be 42, but the choices are always going to be theirs, which is completely mind-blowing. This is a beautiful effect by Liam Montier, and we're going to learn it right now, obviously. So we're gonna need a selection of playing cards. You're gonna come over here in a second. We're gonna look at the playing cards, go step by step. But before we do that, if you're enjoying what we're doing here on Big Blind Media, make sure to subscribe and drop a comment and, be notified of everything else that we're gonna put out. So without further ado, let's get it started. Welcome to In to My Young. For this trick, we're going to need a number of playing cards. The 3s, 5s, 7s, 8, 9s, and 10s. So it's kind of easy to remember. It's 3, 5, 7, 9, all the odd numbers without the ace. And then you're going to take the 8 and the 10s. So 3, 5, 7, 8, 9, 10. 7, 8, 9, 10. It's got a nice ring to it. You can just grab these cards from the deck, set them aside, and then you can think about how you actually get into this later on. It's not such a difficult thing. You can actually set it up in front of the spectator. It just looks like you're picking a bunch of random playing cards, and then you can set them in front of them, and you're ready to go. But for now, let's learn the trick, and then you can think about setting the trick in front of the spectator. So as you can see, it's red, black, red, black, red, black. But obviously, we're not going to maintain it in this order because it's a little bit way too obvious. So we're going to switch it up the order a little bit. We're going to take the 8, and then we're going to put the 3, and then we're going to take the 10s, and then put the 7s, 5s, and 9s. Obviously, you can go in any order you want as long as the cards are still paired up like this. In order to start, we're going to flip the packet like this, and we're going to take one card from the top and move it to the bottom. At this point, we're going to deal cards 2 by 2 down on the table, as if shuffling the playing cards, and then we are ready to go. The cards look completely shuffled. You can even flash them to the spectator, show them that we have a bunch of red and black playing cards, and they're going to help us divine them into red and black. And it's much easier than they think, because it truly is very, very easy. Now we're going to do Carl Fove's even money principle, where we're going to show a red and a black playing card, and by placing them down, we're basically reversing what we did a moment ago. So they see a red and a black playing card, but actually we are placing those mates back one next to each other. It's a beautiful, beautiful principle, and you can even fool yourself just by looking at it. It looks as if the cards are completely shuffled, but in reality, they have been placed back into pairs. Now all we have to do is get that card back on top. The way that we can do this, after we place them all down on the table, we scoop them up, and it looks as if one card just stuck there, so we move it back on top. And there you go, guys. Now we're back in the same position. So a fast tally through everything that we just did. We move that card to the bottom. Then we can shuffle the cards in front of the spectator even. Just go like this. Or we can do it while we're telling the spectator about the paranormal, about divination powers. So they register this moment where the cards have been shuffled. We turn them around. They can see that all of them are shuffled. And then we tell them and show them that we have a black and a red playing card, and they are going to try and tell which one is black and which one is red. They can even do a small test at the end, and then you put them back to create this moment where the spectator, not only have they seen the pack being shuffled, but they've also seen the cards red and black. So they have this moment imprinted in their eyes. We scoop them up, we leave that one card behind, and we move it to the top to end up in the same point that we began in. Now, all we have to do is take the first two cards, which we know was red because we start with the red threes. And at this point, we are going to ask the spectator if they think this is a red card or a black card. So let's say they go with a red card. The one on top is a red card. It doesn't really matter because they're actually choosing between two red threes. So we place that one down and we move this one in front. So basically, either card they choose is going to be a black card, is going to be the same value. So they have a completely free choice, which one is black. They put this one and we set that one to the side. And you keep going through all of these, and whichever they choose, you place down. Obviously, you don't show them the front because that will completely reveal the trick. And then at the end, you reveal that these cards are red, these cards are black, and as you can see, they have completely different values, which is a beautiful thing. If they try and check to see if they're mates or something, they won't because they're not magicians. And not only that, but then you reveal that all of these ones add to 42, which you can have written somewhere on a piece of paper. You can have it written on the back of your hand. You can have it written inside of a necklace with yin and yang on it, which is something that Liam Montier does in his presentation. And you have a miracle, a small miracle over here with just a set of playing cards, with the threes, the fives, the sevens, the eights, nines, and tens. A beautiful, beautiful card trick by Liam Montier. Yin to my yang. If you would like to make the shuffling sequence a little bit more credible, what you can do is mix in a couple of false shuffles. So one thing that you can do is do the free cut principle, where you go like this from the top and then you pick them back up. So basically you're cutting from here, you're putting from the left to the right, and then you're picking them back from the left to the right, basically doing nothing. Then another thing you can do is you can swing cut, keep a pinky break, swing cut again, keep a middle finger break, place that on top, talk with the spectator, then spread these cards out, drop them down until the first break, then you have this one, put them down, and another one. You don't have to do a couple of false shuffles one after the other. It feels like a bit of a stretch, but I would say if you mix in one false shuffle inside the trick before you are revealing that the cards are like this, and that they're going to have to separate them into red and black, then I think you're going to have a much more powerful effect, especially if you're performing for somebody that has much more of a keen eye. Or if you're performing for magicians. I love performing for magicians because I believe their minds are way too complicated and they can overthink many things. And as thus, they can be surprised by some of the simplest effects. So there you go, guys. Just a small idea for you to include in your routine if you want or not. So that was it. Did you enjoy the effect? If you did, let us know in the comment section below. My name is Biz. You can find me around here at Big Blind Media. We put out a lot of tutorials and a lot of exclusive material up on our website, bigblindmedia.com. If you would like to also have access to more freebies just like this, then make sure to go to our website and just search for free stuff. Until next time, stay true, stay you, and keep practicing. I'll see you guys.